Good morning and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. I hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. This is Sunday and I believe today is the actual 12th of December. Cannot believe we're already to the 12th of December. Okay, so I have the prompt. So today's prompt is wax and a tea bag label, which I just did a video on playing with beeswax like a couple weeks ago. So I don't know where this is going to take me. I do have a cup of tea this morning. It's actually a good one because I had told you guys in the one video how I use the tea bags. And so what I'm going to do is when it's done seeping here, I'm going to blot a paper and let it dry. So we'll see what kind of pattern we come up with. Remember I said that's how I use my tea bags. I don't generally take them apart and use the tea bag paper, although, I don't know, maybe we'll try it today. Okay, so put this back in the front here. I cannot believe how we're moving on along. This will be our 13th. This is episode number 13 of this, and look how chunky my Nutcracker journal is getting. I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. And we still have so many pockets to fill. Like, everything's been like tuck spots and stuff, so I'm hoping that we can maybe make some pieces to go in the pockets. We'll see. And at some point, I'm hoping hubby pops in because I did tell him I need the next prompt drawn. I drew this one yesterday after I finished filming because I had intended to film, but then we went shopping and all kinds of stuff. So we were gone like all day yesterday. So I didn't get ahead like I had planned to. Okay, so here's a tea bag. And it says tea bag label. So I did fussy tear the twinings out. And so what I'm thinking I might do is a little collage on this bag. I have no idea if the glue is going to stick to this. So it's going to be an experiment because this is a little bit of a shiny surface. So I'm wondering, ooh, I just had an idea. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. I got really excited. I remembered I have this beautiful gold napkin that my friend shared with me. And the second layer of this one is also really pretty. And it's going to give us a really subtle pattern. So this one gave me a really hard time getting it apart. But know that most napkins have 2 or 3 plies. So the back ply is undecorated. That one you can usually get off fairly easily. You can just kind of rub your finger and get it separated at the corner. This one, the 2 plies didn't want to come apart, so I actually used washi. I did tear the corner a little bit, so be mindful. I mean, the napkins are fragile, and then as we use them and get them wet, they become even more fragile, so they will tear. So my idea was that I want to glue around this, and then I'm going to hopefully this will create a little pocket because I'm thinking with that background being silver, hopefully you can see that background silver, and then we'll have a little bit of maybe sheet music on here. I'm going to overlay that with gold, and then maybe we can do the beeswax. I have some pellets here, and I need to heat up my little tool. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. We'll see. We will see. It may be an epic fail, but we don't know if we don't try. Okay, so remember, this gets very hot. This is not something that I say, I don't tell you lightly to play with these things and these hot tools. We don't want anybody to get injured, okay? That's super important. What I do want to do is get I think I want to use Mod Podge on this. I think this is shiny, so I really am not sure. You know what? I'm just going to use the glue stick. If it fails, guess what? It's just paper, right? And that's what we always say. It's only paper, and we don't know if we don't try. So I just have a layer of glue on that. Throw out the lifeline. How fun. Okay, just stick it down. And if you guys know me, I love these little doodads on the edge here, so I always try to have those on my design if I can. Okay, So there's that. Okay. So now let's trim this off. I have no idea if this is going to work. No idea. But we'll play and see what happens, right? Because I'm thinking, not that I need another tuck spot for something, but how cute would this be as a little tuck on just one of those little pages that we have that just need a little bit of something. And I'm okay with that green showing because it is for the Christmas journal. I thought about making a boho piece with this for the boho journal, but we'll see. Maybe I still will. Maybe we still will. Oh, that's getting hot. I can smell it. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Now, I'm going to go back over the top of this again with glue stick. Okay. And we're going to do I'm going to do the not shiny one because I feel like if I put the beeswax on that shiny, that it's just going to diminish it. So let's just do this. And then I'll show you up close in the camera. See, that's that ghosted image for that second layer. See, there's the first layer, and that's the second layer. Okay. So let's get this fussy torn here. And I need my piece of parchment, which we have, and I need a piece of cardboard for the heat. Okay. And I'm not tearing this perfectly, and that's okay. I really didn't know what I was doing when I started this video. It's just kind of happening as we're doing it here. So just kind of tearing around that. Okay. Oh, I almost threw that napkin in my tea. Okay. Well, this is coming along kind of fun. Kind of fun. Where is my... There's a piece of cardboard right there. And here's some parchment. And I have this on high, and it's very hot. It's a little quilting iron thingy I picked up. I talked about that in the video where I actually played with the beeswax. So let's see what happens. I have no idea. We're just playing this morning. Oh, now that's going all the way through. The green from the tea bag is actually showing through. Can you guys see that? Oh, interesting. Ooh, and I got some fun paints yesterday when we were out, so maybe we'll give this a little gold splatter too. We'll see. I was trying to get white gesso, and some lady was like, oh, over there are some tempera paints, I think is what she called them. And so I got a set of the metallic colors. She said they behave like acrylics. I have no idea. But they were not expensive, so I grabbed, my hubby was like, well, get them and see what they do. He was so cute yesterday. Get them and see what they do. So we bought some, and I haven't played with them yet. Okay. So there's that. Now, one thing I should have done was stuck something down in the pocket there, because I think I just sealed that with the wax. Which is okay. All right. It's kind of fun, though, the way the tea stuff's showing through there with those colors, because you can't really read it necessarily, but like you can tell it's under there. So that's kind of fun. Okay. Well. So we have our little bag. Oh, I didn't close my wipes up. It's very hot. That foil bag is retaining the heat. So if you do this, be careful. Be mindful of hot things here. I think that will probably clean off better once it's cooled down completely. Okay, I'm going to wipe that. Ooh, and then unplug it. So I'm really freaked out. A girl I went to high school with caught her craft room on fire. I mean, burnt the place down. I couldn't believe it. Everything's black and melted. It is so scary. So I told Mark, I'm like, we need a fire extinguisher in my craft room. Like, seriously. I said, I can't imagine the devastation. But she said that they said it was like her resin gun. I think that she does like tumblers and stuff. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I cannot imagine. Cannot. Okay. I am liking that. So now we need our tea bag label. So we can either use this one or this one. I kind of like over 300 years of experience, and I think we need a little Santa photo to go with that. I think that would be fun. So let me dig out a Santa picture. I'll be back. Okay, so I have circle punched a small Santa out. I have inked around my 300 years of experience. And so I'm thinking I'm going to do something like this. I have this piece of beautiful gold trim that I think I'm just gonna cut like this little infinity area out and put that at the bottom. Cutting this kills me, but it's so beautiful and I want the shiny things this morning. And then we'll have that little piece to use for something else. Okay, so let's do something like this. And then Santa's got our 300 years of experience there. He's going to need backed on something to give him a little bit of, what you call it? Bulk, heft. Here, we'll just use these. I've already cut these. I have to fix my dangle still. Or my pin. I still haven't fixed my pin from when I broke that yesterday. I don't know. I guess I'm just too rough on things. I get in a hurry. That's what it is I get in a big hurry, and then I just am a brute. So I have to stop doing that. Oh, that one's kind of cute too. I like that one. Okay, just gonna, even though I fussy punch these, I'm just gonna use the circles because they're there. Okay, so that'll give that a little bit of heft. Let that dry. And then I want to see what color paint. I want a little bit of splatter on here. And this is the set of paints that we got. So I don't know if you've used these. Let me know if you've tried them and if you like them or how they work. I need to YouTube it and look it up. Because I'm not sure exactly how they work. But I think what we're going to do is just do a little bit on the mat here. And I'm just going to splatter. And you guys know me with splatter. I always make a mess. And here, we'll just use what was on the lid. Because we don't need a lot. It says nothing. So I have no idea. No idea. Where's my water? Okay. I took hubby's hairspray bottle for a finer mist water, but it doesn't want to come out right now. And of course, you know, the avalanche is going on over here. So I did tell him this morning, I said, I really, really, really want to get these Christmas episodes filmed so I can get all this Christmas stuff put away and get that clean desk started for the next project, which I have to still determine what we're doing. I don't know if I want to do a Stamperia pad next or if I want to do another little golden book journal next. So I'm not sure. Or a bee journal, because I've been saving bee stuff. Or butterfly. Or chicken. Or whatever. So I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to take this around the edges of this, I think. I don't know if that's going to give me the effect I want. So what I'm going to do is go around this, and then I'm going to dry it with my heat tool and see what happens, because I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so here's a duh moment for me that you guys probably were seeing before I did it. This is wax, and I put heat on it, so it remelted my wax. But I think it's okay because the shimmer is still in there, but it's kind of like into the wax now. So I was like, that didn't occur to me, dummy. Oh my goodness. It's fine. We're learning, right? This is all about playing and learning. And if I can do something that's super silly and make you guys shake your heads at me, that's okay. That is okay with me. But I'm really liking how this is coming out. I mean, like, really I am. It's a lot of fun. And just kind of totally outside the box for me. I don't normally keep the tea bag things, you know. Okay, so now we've got to put that down. So let's, and I don't even know if these are the right glues as far as sticking to this wax or not. So hopefully my piece won't fall apart. But at least it's just for me. So if it does, it's not like I'm shipping this off to somebody and you're like, hey, what you made me fell apart. So put that back in there. I got some new 3-in-1s, so I'm just trying to get through this so I could fill my bottle up. And then I need tacky glue too. I need to just take a minute after this video before I film the next video and fill my glues up. You know, because I know it's no fun watching people struggle with their glues. And I did find, I did thin the tacky glue a little bit, so I'm not having as hard of a time getting it out of the sugar bell bottle. So that's nice. That's really helpful. Okay, and then, you know, he needs like some eyelash trim behind him. So let me find a color of trim that we want to have poked out behind him. Sticking to my finger. Oh my. Okay, let me find some trim or something to put behind him to have just a little bit. Oh, here, how about just a little bit of tulle? Just a little something to put behind him. Just for an added layer here of, oh, I know what I could have used. Where is that? You guys know I have that sparkly tulle that I love, and I thought I had a scrap, but let me grab it. Okay, not the tulle, but this ribbon that I absolutely love. So we'll just put a little bit of that on there to go with him. And maybe just round those edges a little bit. Make it not so harsh, just for a little bit of extra dimension. And yeah, so this was a fun one. I actually was like, I literally groaned when I pulled this one because I was like, what am I gonna do? But I'm really enjoying it, and I think it's kind of coming out cute, and I like it. So it's fine, you know. I just have to get out of my own head sometimes when we're doing these creations and just allow it to take me somewhere, you know. So yeah, so I'm glad you guys are on the journey with me. I hope you're enjoying this series. It is kind of willy-nilly, I suppose, because I don't really have a clear plan when I'm starting these things. I'm just, you know, in a couple of the videos I've just changed gears right in the middle of the video, like, oh, well, that doesn't work. But that's something, you know, I encourage you to do when you're in the middle of that creative flow. If it's not making you happy, then change gears, because we create to bring ourselves joy, not stress. So that's important when we're having those moments where something isn't working quite like we want it to just stop and say, okay, this isn't working. How can I do this differently so that I'm enjoying the process? You know, even though, like, I know I've got journals listed in the Etsy store, and other people create specifically to sell. You know, you still are creating for the joy of creating, so it's important to make sure that as you're in your process, it is something that's making you happy and not stressing you out, you know, because really, what's the point if it's stressing you out? Okay, so now we have our little pocket here. Okay. I never quite know which way to hold that because I film one way and then when I upload videos, I rotate them. So hopefully it's okay for you guys. Okay, so now we need a little pocket. A little tag for in here. And we have the pink that we're using. So let's do maybe, I just want to use a scrap. Scrap. So I hope that makes sense and you guys understand, you know, what I'm saying. It's just important that your creativity comes with joy in your heart, you know, and you can feel it when you are creating. You can feel if the process makes you happy or not, you know. And so we're gonna go I'm gonna go like 2 1/8 inch wide on this, and I think I'm gonna go about 3 1/4 tall. So let's see what this measures. 3 1/4 tall. 2 1/8, I said, right? So let's go like this. And actually, we're just gonna go with it. Oh, too wide. What'd I do? I think I did 2 1/4. We might be sealed here with some beeswax, so let's just go 2. So that way we've got easy in and out. It's just fiddly, you know, just fiddly. But we just play with it till we get it how we want it. Well, that's going to be cute. Oh, that's going to be really cute. Okay, so let's see. Let me go get a tag punch for the top. I need to back this, and then I'll punch the tab, and then we'll decorate it, and we'll be done with this piece. Okay, well, that was a little bit harder than what it needed to be, but I just got stuck. So what I did is I just have a little piece of Christmas music here, or sheet music. I don't know that it's necessarily Christmas music. And so I'm going to collage this down. And I don't know what it did. Here it is. We'll just use this. So let's get that glued down. Oops. And so we're going to glue this down. Because I just want something that's not super fat to go in this pocket, not bulky, but just this cute little tag that we can have in there. Glue that down. It's just that where I stamped Merry Christmas the other day, and then I was like, oh, I don't like that for what I was trying to use it for. And then this is just a glittery, puffy, foamy snowflake sticker that's not too bulky, but adds just a little bit of dimension on here for us. Not too crazy. So we're going to put that on there. And that's going to be just a simple tag to put in this pocket. And now we have to figure out where we're going to stick the pocket, because I didn't even start with a page in mind when we did this. Oh, and then I backed it. I just had some beautiful, caramelized book page laying here. It was a scrap, so I just said I'm using it. So see, that's going to poke out the top a little bit there. And I think that's going to be really cute on a page. So we'll figure out where that's going to go. And I'm almost done with my tea. So what I'll do is I will blot a piece of paper in this video with the tea bag and then let it dry. And in the next video, we'll come back and see what it looks like when it is dry. So that way we can, I've got to put that back in the pocket. So we can see what it's going to do. Oh, now that could be kind of cute just on there. What do we think about that? Yeah. Yeah, I like it. We're going to put this here. And I'm not going to have the back as a tuck. I'm just going to glue the whole pocket down, because I'm not sure, again, with this being shiny, I want to make sure that it actually sticks to the page. And we don't have any issues with it coming off the page. So we'll stick this here, get that glued down. Let me set this aside and I'll weigh it down. And hubby never did come up to draw our next prompt, so I'll have to take the prompts down to him and see what we come up with. And let's just use a piece of graph paper here. And I'm just going to kind of squeeze a little bit, not too much of the excess. And because this is a green tea, it may not do much. So we'll just... Yes, I'm done drinking that. So before anybody's like, oh my gosh, you stuck that back in your glass, I'm done drinking it. Okay, so we're going to let that dry and see what it looks like in the next video. See if we get any kind of color with this being a green tea bag. Okay, so there's that. And maybe I will open that and dry it and we'll use the tea bag in something else. Okay, so that's it for today, for this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.